Hey guys, I'm Zui. Welcome to this VFX tutorial. This is probably the first video in this channel and I hope you're gonna like it. So today I'm gonna show you the process how I create these two VFX shots. So let's dive into it. Okay, so first of all, I think it might look like a walkthrough more than a tutorial because I don't have time for a fully tutorial. However, if you want a complete tutorial, you can comment below, so I will do it for you. Okay, so this is the first shot. I am using Nuke, but the technique can be applied for other software like After Effects. Okay, so first up, let's see what we have. This is the portal with some kind of deadline monster or something, and so I have used a lot of stock elements for this shot. First up is gonna be the portal. Here it is. So this is the portal from Footage. This under here because we have a lot of things to deal with this more, and this a still frame. So this one actually from 3D render. What I did is that I just add a light so that it can be like the additional light for the portal, and then I just merge it together. Okay, this look kind of awful, but anyway, we have a hit ray for the distortion. You can see right here, yeah, some kind of distortion, and then we have a shadow, which is I'm gonna show it a little bit later on, but anyway, we have the portal, and you can see this is the basic merge. When you just merge only one portal with this, it look a little bit flat, and what I did is that I merged with some kind of, this look like a copy this portal, and it actually add more depth to this portal, and this actually does a glow. This is the contact shadow, which I use the alpha of this portal. So I'm just transform it, and you copy the alpha, and then I use that as the shadow. You can't see because it's black, but when it merged in, yeah, you probably can see it. And I just think that is add more realism to the portal, because the floor is kind of reflective. So I just add the reflect by mirror, meaning flip it, and use some corner pin to get the right perspective, and transform it a little bit, blur it, and merge with a little bit of mist. So the under shadow, which is the same technique before, you can see, yeah. And then I use this mask. This actually the stock element of this portal too. So I use this mask at the hold down for the inside element, and this has this transform is cloned, so that whenever I change one of these transform, the other gonna be applied. So this one, this panorama, is actually a render which I have from my friend. I don't know where he got it, but yeah. So I'm just shuffle the depth part. It's great. Okay, so grade it down and blur it a little bit, and put this as the relighting. The portal gonna hit light into this, so I'm use that depth as the mask to grade this one. And here's the monster, which I'm gonna show you a little bit in 3D. Okay, and here is the 3D scene. So I have a basic animation from Mixamo, and what I did is that I rotate a bit, so Yeah, it turn from left to right to point to the camera, and I try to set up the camera as close as the real camera. And after that I can just add the text. Okay, so the text, and I link it to the head. So this is nothing more than the tag, and then you extrude it. Then I add a light material into it, and after that I just add some light to some light to light up, and a spear line. It is animated to pretend as the lightning blast, so you can see it animate. And after all, I add environment, a panorama. I'm gonna use it for the background in com later on. So yeah, and this 3D scene is just very simple, and then I just render it out. I will show you a little bit about this. Yeah, this look awful, but you know what, it's just in the background, we don't see it much. And remote and transform a little bit with some RAM. This RAM is like the to pretend as the light of the portal. And then just shuffle this cell illumination part is only the text, because the text is made by light material, so that I can easily glow it up and merge it back. So you can see before and after. It's quite effective. It's work like jam. Yeah, and this is the inside. You can see we have some artifact here, but it's not important because it's only visible in this mask. So alright, then after that I just render it out to make it a little bit faster to work. And then I add a lightning blast. Yeah, and transform it to the offset, and transform to the hand of the monster, and then add some glow. You can see I just add some. Okay, it's actually really good to add more light to the shot. And again, I'm just this bottom part here is the reflection when it's out of the portal, so I use this ramp as the mask. So whenever the white part is invisible, so outside of the portal, and then crop it down, and then I add some flare. Yeah, I love flare, and because it's keep more life to the shot, and also try hide some arrow. And then after that I'm just afterglow, some camera shake, motion blur. This is very important, and crop everything down and render it out. Yep, and basically that is how you got this shot. Not too bad, actually pretty good, right? Yeah, so but this is kind of simple shot. There isn't much thing to deal with this, and I'm pretty sure that the next shot is gonna be way more interesting than this one. Okay, and right away you can see that we have a pretty epic shot, right? Yeah, and destruction is one of my favorite effects, and I'm gonna show you how I did it right now. So in this shot we need more help from 3D program, and this is an empty 3D scene, and I'm just import the plate. So is this the camera? This kind of important, because then I'm gonna create a box to pretend as the floor, and I'm gonna mapping the texture onto it so that it have the floor texture. So basically I think this is the point that you need to know about this shot, and after that everything is kinda easy. The destruction actually been created with type flow. So this is the type flow. I'm gonna open it. So here you can see it's nothing more than a regular flow with a bird object is this box, and then a Voronoi factor to break the box. Like here you can see the factor, and then I have activate box. This is unrenderable, and this is used for the surface test. So whenever this box reach the type flow, the effect gonna be active, so you can see, yeah. And after I break it, I break it more, so it become a smaller chunk, and then I have some physics shape to create a physics and physics by to make it attack together more. Then a force gravity up, I make it very subtle but it up. This chunk can be float, and then the small factor and some turbulent force, and I use it as a base flow. For the next flow I just subdip and display the inside face to create some displacement, and then I use that for the debris. So you can see that I spawn and have a shape. Yeah, I have a shape of this chunk, and here the chunk you can see it has been bond. So you can see this is the scene, pretty nice. Yeah, not that bad. And so in the material I have two texture for it. The outside is using the floor texture, the actually texture in the plate, and the inside is the concrete material. So yeah, it is a multi-sub material, and that is how we got the effect. After that I add two lights in this shot. One is the dome light as the environment light, and the second is a plain light, which is pretend for the portal in the first shot. You can see it has the purple color, and after that you can just render it out, and I render with some passes so it can be easier for composing, which I'm gonna show you right now. Now back to the compositing part. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how I comb it, and here is the footage, and I'm just frame hold it. This is the free frame in After Effects, and what I'm doing is that you can see this is the destruction effect, which I render from 3ds Max and shuffle the denoise, because I don't have much time for render, you know, like high resolution with a lot of sub dip in the noise. Yeah, you can see it's really good in denoising. And then unprimered and primered. This is the unprimered and primered rule. When dealing with volumetric, it might cut some of your element. I find that well, this is fine. It's not a big problem with me. Yeah, and then this is the copy. I'm copy the alpha because when I'm shuffle the denoise, it don't have the alpha anymore, and I'm just copy back the alpha, and then I wrote something, but because I'm gonna show you why. And here I have the crypto mat, which help me to isolate the bottom part, and copy it and pre-mode it. So we just had the bottom part of it, and I use the volume gray. Yeah, a volume gray, and with each animate to create something like the power is traveling around the destruction, and then I'm color corrected back to blue as the color of lining. Then I add some glow, merge it back, and it just make the destruction look more powerful, and also adds more life into it. Yeah, I love. And then I merge it, and you can see that the reason why I did the erode is that if not, it kind of get us this black halo or something. So I'm just erode it a little bit to get rid of that. Yeah, although that is not really noticeable, but well, it's better to erode the edge. Okay, after that I add a radio, add the glow for the lightning blast, and it is anime, so it's fade down in time. Then I delete the embers. You can see it's completely white, but it's not actually when we pre-merge, and then we upgrade it and add some transform, merge it in, and it does additional element, but it actually sell up this shot. Then this is another lining, actually optional, and yeah, you can see that this comp is very basic, but the way to create this 3D render is not that quite simple. And then some camera shake, motion blur, grain like the one before. And then after I did some color correction in post to get the color that I want. Alright, so basically it. I know that I have missed some point, and also the result might look fake by somehow, because I don't have too much time for this. However, as I said before, if you want a full and more tutorials, comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, and see you in the next video.